a new update for the Xbox One. Yeah. So what have we got? We've basically got the left and right. Um, the option to move left and right has gone, and they've gone for an up and down kind of thing. Yeah, everything is up and down basically now, and not left and right. Yeah, so this is a new update, and they've made it a lot snappier. If you look at that, get out of here, go into there. Yeah, normally these things would take a bit of time to load up, but as you can see, it's a lot snappier than what it was before. Let's rather than going into that, let's go into one of these. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, it just loads up really quickly. Just a quick mention: if you are a Resident Evil fan who hasn't actually, um, you know, come across or hasn't, not been able to get Resident Evil 2 as of yet, then it's on for cheap at the moment. The deluxe edition, under 20 quid. And you know what, that to me is a good deal. Definitely a good deal. I've just recently picked it up. I will be doing a video of it. I'm not really sure whether I should do a video as of me, playing it first time round, or if I should give it a few do's and then make a video about it. I'm still considering that. But yeah, I've been looking forward to playing this a lot, and I'm glad that I've finally. I mean, again, when you've got games like, for example, this, it's a new game. I understand, Battle Pass Edition. I have no fucking idea what that means, but whatever edition, it could be, Trump's ass edition. You know what I mean? But it's still not worth £68.19, especially if you're buying it, digitally. The whole point of buying games digitally is to save on costs, when it comes to, you know, the disc and the packaging and all that. So, I mean, it's just so stupid that even, in late 2019, they still haven't sorted out the pricing of, media they sell digitally. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, this game should be cheaper than its physical counterpart. It shouldn't cost £68.19. It should be cheaper. If you want people to buy more digital content, you've got to make it cheaper than the physical. It's not fucking rocket science, but even till now they haven't got the pricing sorted out, and this is nothing. This is definitely worth less than £20 in my opinion. It's it was when it was released, it was reviewed and everybody gave it a high rating, and it looks good as well. Going by the one they released before this, which was Resident Evil 7, this one, or Resident Evil Biohazard, that in my opinion is a really good game, and everything in it is balanced. But back to the Microsoft Store, right? So the biggest issue that I have with the Microsoft Store is right down here. This is the backwards compatible list, and as you can see, apparently these are the games that are available to play, via the backwards compatibility program. And there are some, really good games here. But again, why make games like Flock and Frogger 2 and Fret Nice? Why make these games available on the backwards compatibility program when you've got games out there like Mortal Kombat, Chainsaw Lollipop, Dark Sector. Just to name a few gems from the Xbox 360 life cycle. And you've got games like that, and you haven't actually made them backwards compatible, but you bring on these space fillers, as I like to call them. And the reason why I call them space fillers is because it makes it look like there's more content available than there actually is. But yeah, so that's one issue. They've got nonsense games on the backwards compatibility program, but they've got so many decent Xbox 360 titles which they haven't actually brought, which they haven't actually updated. That's one issue. The other issue is this. I'll show you this. Watch this. If you go right to the top, say for example you want to buy Alan Wake. Well, guess what? Exactly. There you go. You can't buy it. Watch. I'll go and continue. There you go. You can't buy it. I mean, it's stupid. Why have it there if you can't buy it? It doesn't make any sense. On top of that, the pricing, the pricing of some of these games is absolutely fucking ridiculous. It just does not make sense whatsoever. I mean, these are all last gen games, yeah. In my opinion, for games, for full Xbox 360 games, they should have a set price of. I mean, 11.99 isn't really bad for this game. Everybody praises this game a lot. I've never really played it. Um, it looks okay, but if you go on to some of these games, we'll see this. I mean, I can't show you the price of Black Ops 2 because I've already, purchased that. Or you can't buy this here either. Um, I can't remember, but there are some games here that are absolutely, it's ridiculous how much they're asking for them. And I don't understand who actually, is in charge of the pricing. And again, games like this as well. You can't buy these directly from your Xbox One. I think it's Castlevania Lords of the Shadows 2. Now, I already own Lords of the Shadows. And I mean, Lord of the Shadows 2 was never a game that came out with really good reviews. Lords of the Shadows, that was well received, but this one, I don't know, they changed a few things, and I could see why the people were mourning about it, because when I tried it, I wasn't really too impressed with it, to be honest with you. But yeah, look at that, 35 fucking pound for a game that was released on a system that is now termed as last gen. For 35 quid, I believe you could actually pick up an Xbox 360. It might not be in the best of nick, but you can pick up an Xbox 360 for that price. There are people selling it for that price. I've seen some, going cheaper than that as well. But £35 for a digital copy of Castlevania Lords of the Shadows 2 for the Xbox 360. You know what, Microsoft, you need to get this shit sorted out, honestly. And I mean, the entire experience on this store is just it's a mixed bag of shit, to be honest with you. They really need to get this sorted out. There are titles out there which are available to play on the backwards compatibility program, which they don't even show here. For example, Ninja Gaiden 2. You don't find that here. Which one was the other one? There was Ninja Gaiden 2. Silent Hill Downpour. Silent Hill Downpour and Silent Hill Homecoming. Us guys here in the UK we can't play those games unless I think we own them physically. But if you don't own them physically, you can't opt out to buy the digital version. Now, me personally, I like to have the Xbox 360 games digitally because the discs, they were DVDs and prone to getting scratched, and especially if you have kids, they could easily get damaged. So I prefer to own these digitally because it's just a matter of downloading them and deleting them. That's all it is. But in the case of Silent Hill, Downpour, and Homecoming, you've got to own them physically. Otherwise, you're not playing them. And yeah, there's actually quite a lot of titles out there which they don't show here. They don't advertise them here. They don't put it. I mean, they've got Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, but there's no Metal Gear Solid HD collection. And I wasn't even aware that it's on the backwards compatibility program until I actually saw it on the Microsoft store on the website, not on this. And it seems to be it seems strange that Microsoft, they're going out of their way to merge the line between Xbox One and PC gamers, and the PC kind of platform, the Microsoft platform on the PC end, and the Xbox end. It's like they're trying to sort of merge them together and into being one system, or like a single platform kind of thing. But then again, when you visit the stores, that basically tells you something else. And again, with the original Xbox games, there's so many original Xbox games out there which are true, classics, but not added to the list, and it's stupid. Games like Suffering and Suffering 2, not added to the list. But yeah, so thought I'd do a bit of a rant on the Xbox store and show you guys the new update for the Xbox One.